Guten Abend. This is the Knipex Cobra 125. A little set of pliers, or what are they called? Pipe pliers. Is that what they're called? Pipe grips. I think maybe known in the plumbing world. I just think of them as pliers. Now, I shall begin this little video by saying I am in no way an expert in tools, but this is a very useful little EDC thing, and I'm going to show you around it. I'm going to fiddle with it. You can see it in action, but I don't know a great detail about it, how it's made, where it's made, what it's made for, what its main uses are. I can tell you a little bit about what I think. So that's what this video is. So if that's of interest to you, then stick with me. Thanks very much. Here we go. So this Knipex is, I mean, as far as I know, as far as I can find out, they are the kings of pliers. They make. This is the second smallest. There's a teeny tiny one, which I'm tempted to get, and then it goes to giant. So from the tip of the jaw to the end of the handle, it's 12.5 centimeters, which is 125 millimeters. So I wonder why it's called the Knipex 125. And it's called the Cobra. That I don't know why. Now, what does this do? Well, it's pliers. So that's, pliers are pliers. But it's got this little push button, and you can see written on there is push. On the back is the spring. You push the button, and it's just held in place by that little spring. Nothing very fancy, but you can't move or extend the jaws without pushing, and then you can extend the jaws. Now, fully extended, those jaws are really quite large, so you're going to be able to get that round quite a big pipe, 4.5 centimeters. So that's pretty cool. And then once you've got it into place, it's locked in with the little push button and its little corresponding spring, locking it into place, and then you apply your jaws to the work and hold the handles firmly in place, and that is as strong as it gets. That is going nowhere. It's a very, very sturdy little tool. Now, if you wanted to do some fine work, you've got the tips of the jaws. Now, they don't quite line up. They've got a bit of a alien look about them, haven't they? They don't quite marry up. There's a bit of, can you see? There's a bit of wobble. Now, this isn't a custom-made knife, so I don't think that matters. This is a functional tool, so that's fine. Now, the reason I got these was because I had my Leatherman in my EDC, and I also had a screwdriver, and I also had a knife. So I had quite a lot of duplication. And I thought, well, maybe I can do away with the Leatherman because I've already got the knife. I don't need the knife from the Leatherman, and I don't need the screwdriver from the Leatherman, but I would miss the pliers. So I thought these pliers might be the answer. So a Knipex, or Knipex, not sure how you pronounce it, a set of my knife, which I always have, and a little multi screwdriver, and I'm set. That kind of replaces the Leatherman. Does it? Is that a sensible solution? Well, yes, except that a Leatherman, and this isn't the only Leatherman I have a look around my channels, sorry, my EDC channel, you'll see that I've got a few Leathermans, and they are supremely useful. I mean, I do not question their worth and their place in your pocket or on your belt. However, in terms of plier functionality, the Knipex, I'm going to pronounce the K, I think the Knipex wins because they are just sturdier. Now, the Leatherman pliers are great and they're nice and fine, but in terms of strength, you're going to get more power out of a Knipex. And I'm going to show you a very unscientific little thing. So I've got a stick here, and I'm going to attempt to snap it with this Knipex, okay? So I've got it clamped on, and I just grip, and you can see there, that was fine. There's no sense that the Knipex was going to twist, break, flex, or snap. It's a strong tool, functional tool. Now, if I'm going to do the same with the Leatherman, I'm struggling to get the width on the jaws. That's as big as it goes. Now, I'm holding with the handles. Now I'm going to try and snap. It's going, but it's flexing. I don't want to do it. It's flexing too much. I don't want to risk it. I could snap those pliers, and I don't want to risk it. So, admittedly, this is a strange test, and that's not necessarily what the Leatherman pliers are for. But if you find yourself in a bind and you need to apply some real brute force to something, a pipe, a broken chain, a screw in a tyre, who knows what situation you might be in, and you need pliers to solve, I would go for the Knipex over the Leatherman pliers. The Leatherman pliers are good for getting little bits and bobs out. You get my point, yeah? So I should put the Leatherman away, and we'll just continue looking at the Knipex and wrap up this review. So, made in Germany, that is a significant thing, isn't it? The Leatherman made in USA, doesn't say it on the juice, but made in the USA. Knipex made in Germany. I'm not comparing the two countries. What I am saying is I think it's fantastic that tools are made elsewhere than China. That's all I have to say on the matter. So, made in Germany on the handle, in metal, stamped. Also on this sort of heat-shrunk, red, grippy stuff to the handle. The smallest Knipex, I've forgotten, are they the 100s? They don't have this sort of heat-shrunk thing. This is... the red helps with the grippiness. It's not that grippy. Just makes it a little bit more comfortable. It also makes them stand out. Makes them look cool too. We've done the button. It says push. On the back side, there's nothing really going on. There's a barcode. Not sure why we need a barcode. That's presumably just for the purchase process. There's a little hole there. Maybe that's to make it look like a dinosaur. That's my only thought. The spring for the button is replaceable. Little screw there, little star screw, which is a good touch, isn't it? I mean, very sort of user-friendly thinking from Knipex to make that spring replaceable. They could have easily just bolted that in and made it so that you couldn't replace it and you had to buy a new tool if it broke for whatever reason. So well done Knipex, that's good. And how would you replace that? It's just a piece of metal. You could easily make something like that, or maybe contact Knipex and they'd have a spare. I don't know. That little screw you can see all the way through. There it is. So the handles are sort of hollow there and they slot together. There. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed my little strange hands-on visit to the Knipex Cobra. I would highly recommend it. It's a fantastic little tool. It's just brilliant. It's a cracking little thing. And I'm tempted to get the smaller one, and I'm also tempted to get a bigger one, tempted to get a selection. The one downside is that they are not cheap. However, I'll have this forever. My children will have this. This will last forever. Thanks for watching, folks. Do have a look around my EDC channel. Also, I do reviews of watches and knives. I would really appreciate your subscription, a like or a dislike if you really didn't like the video. I apologise if you didn't. And a comment below. I'd like to chat to you about this video. That would be great. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.